worth and fuck crying over these stupid boys that don't even recognise the worth in themselves. Just trying to steal your youth. Bye! But I love you, and I wish you could see in you what I see in you, what everyone sees in you, because that's the golden stuff right there, and these are your golden years, so have fun.
Yo, what's good? It's your favorite multi-genre DJ back here at Labyrinth Studio, and you are tuned in to Labyrinth Radio. And yeah, I've got a special guest for you guys today. I did say that I would be doing guest show, DJ mix, guest show, DJ mix. So last month's show was a DJ mix where I was playing some UK garage and some house because I was in Cape Town, and you know, like, those are Cape Town vibes. I had to do what Cape Townians do. But we are back in Joburg. We are back in the city of gold, and I have two stunners with me for guests today. I've known these people for a very, 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 very long time. In fact, we met in high school, so that was a very long time ago. It's actually scary to think that I've known you guys for that long. But I'm not going to say too much. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Everybody that's listening, I've got Sister Party in the house. Sister Party, Sister Party. You actually can't say Sister Party without saying Sister Party, Sister Party. It's like their literal jingle, and I think we need to get into the studio and lay down the track immediately. But I'm gonna give them the mic to introduce themselves. Hi, Sister Party. Who are ya? What do ya do?
Hey, everybody. It's so weird hearing my voice on a mic. I'm Ole, that's Love Ole. I'm one half of Sister Party, the dynamic, fashionable makeup, fashion forward, editorial makeup duo, you know, multi-talented duo. I'm here with my sister and Nahledii, and we're here to chit-chat. What's up?
Hi, I'm Yao Nerefente, aka your one and only, aka ASAP Yao. And I'm so happy to be here. This is so fun. I'm one half of Sister Party. I'm here with my sister. And yeah, we're going to have some fun. We're going to play some tunes. Thank you, Nahledii, for having us. We're going to have a great, great show.
Thank you guys for being here. Oh my goodness. So I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to jump straight into the questions. So the first question that I have for you guys is that you guys would describe your brand as the hot girl's guide to the creative industry. And I wanted to find out, what does that mean to you? And what does that mean? If I did not know anything about anything and someone said, that is the hot girl's guide to the creative industry, what would I be talking about?
Thank you for the question. I think when we started Sister Party, we really just wanted to see more people like us in the space, in the industry, get the POV of what goes on in the industry and behind the scenes of the industry from people like us. And we really just decided to be what we wanted to see. And yeah, I think that's what I can say.
Yeah, it's really about, you know, the POV of a bold and unapologetic, you know, young woman or young feminine presenting individual, and how they would navigate the industries, you know, fashion, beauty, film, you know, production sometimes. So we really just wanted to explore and showcase that point of view.
So you guys just mentioned fashion, film, and production, right? So I know your guys' production company is called Demon Glam Productions. You guys need to book them. They do lots of girly, hot girl stuff. A question that I had for you guys was, in this journey that you guys have been on right now, what has been a really huge highlight in each category? So what's been a fashion highlight, what's been a production highlight, and what's been, you know, a film makeup moment type highlight? And how would you say that this highlight, you can either talk about any one of the three, or you can touch on all three, it's really up to you, but how has this highlight propelled you guys forward in your messaging of the hot girls guide to the creative industry?
I think that Yeah, we've had a good couple of years. So our fashion highlights, I would say, was attending New York Fashion Week backstage and just being validated and being able to shine in that space as well. And like I'm saying, yeah, being validated, knowing that we're doing the right thing, we're doing it well, and we're doing it in the, right spaces at the right pace. I would say our production highlights was definitely getting our studio last year. That was just a quantum leap, we put something down on our vision board, and within a couple of months there we were holding keys. So that was a really big deal.
Within makeup, I think this is a personal one, but I started in this industry with really editorial looks that I eventually grew out of, and it took a long time for me personally to accept that creativity changes and grows as you get older. I kind of felt like I couldn't do it anymore, but with really just focusing on the talent that I have and letting it come out as I get older and as I grow and change and evolve as a person, I found a new style. So that feels like a milestone to go back to that and fall in love with that again. And within film, this just happened the other day actually. I don't know if we told you, but we got an email. we got an email a few days ago from somebody in Connecticut in the USA. So about 3 years ago, we had a series of short films on our channel underneath Demon Glam Productions, and one of them is called The Carousel Stops Turning, Never Stops Turning. And actually it was named after our friend Pookie's tattoo. She has a tattoo that says the carousel never stops turning. So there was a fun fair that we shot this at, and it's next to a carousel. It's very theatrical, very, very, what can I say? What words can I use?
It's like this ethereal classical experience in a short film. It's only a minute and a half long, a fashion film actually, because the garments are in there is what I designed. I designed two of the garments in the film.
So it is a fashion film. Long story short, somebody in Connecticut reached out and said that they work at a carousel museum and they want to exhibit that short film there for the month of May. Right? Yeah.
I don't know why we laugh every time we tell this. I think it just was so unexpected, because this short film has been up for a while. But yes, getting that email from this curator at this gallery, and having your work being exhibited halfway across the world, where we just were a stone's throw away from that. It's just, what a nice surprise, and I'm so excited to see the footage from that. We're gonna receive all the images and the videos from that. So stay tuned to our socials, because we're gonna obviously repost that. So yeah.
That is so crazy. I think I'm laughing because I'm also just the craziest part about being in the creative industry is that it's so unpredictable. It's not a line. You could throw a stone and you're gonna end up in Connecticut. Who would have thought that? And it's even if you throw that stone today, you're gonna end up in Connecticut years later. It's just it's like walking in somewhere blind and hoping for the best, and then you can't even quantify what the best is, because things that you're not even thinking about are happening behind the scenes, and that's ridiculously cool, guys. Congratulations, that's crazy news. I'm so sorry we're giggling. It's just it's funny. How do you predict that that's just gonna happen? You're just oh, okay, cool, here we are now. So speaking about time, actually, and throwing something out into the universe and then not knowing when it's going to come back to you or if it's going to come back to you, how important is time to you guys on this journey? Are you the type of people that have, I know you mentioned that you have a vision board, but does your vision board have a timeline, or is it kind of this is something that I hope to achieve and you kind of let the flow of things happen? Or are deadlines and a strict structure really important to you guys? How would you guys describe your relationship with time?
I'm just gonna be vulnerable and say I'm in my mid-20s. There's so much going on, and I don't think I've mastered the art of I don't know if mastering the art is the right word, but the right phrase to use. But I don't think my relationship with time is still a bit all over the place. I have short-term goals and I have long-term goals, but the way that things happen, like you achieve some things quicker than you thought, and other things take longer than you thought. So I'm on the journey of just being where my feet are and being present with what's happening where I am, and focusing on that and enjoying the journey of that. Because I feel like so often I'm caught up in like a anxious haze that I never really, and then we celebrate something, but we never really get to fully enjoy the celebration of it because of the duration of the anxious haze. So in terms of time, I'm going with it, but starting where I am and being where I am moving forward. Yeah.
I think for me, I'm in my late 20s and I am realizing that there's a saying that says most people overestimate what they can achieve in 1 year and underestimate what they can achieve in 10. So I've really seen that, become true in my life. We made a vision board at the beginning of Sister Party, what we wanted to achieve overall with the platform. And I'm seeing now that was, we didn't have a time, we didn't put any dates on that whatsoever. And I'm happy that we didn't, but I'm also seeing that, the importance of putting some dates on certain things, on certain dreams that you have. So for me, right now where I'm at is I'm mostly focusing on like my 5-year plan, because I'm realizing, this is kind of the 5th year of Sister Party. I'm realizing what is possible in a 5-year span. And obviously, I'm very much letting go of control. It's something that's a very important thing, I think, when it comes to having dreams. You also need to remember that you cannot control anything and nothing, God laughs at your plans. That's what they say. So it's kind of like, this is what you want, but you need to be open to it changing form or looking differently or you getting there differently. So I'm very open to however it happens. I know what I want. I know the time that I want it in. But yeah, I'm in an era where time-wise, I'm not hard and fast on anything. I'm just open to getting there, and however the journey looks, it looks that way.
Thank you guys so much for sharing. I think, it's really important to kind of let go when it comes to time. And I think it's something that I haven't really heard a lot of conversations happening in the creative industry about time, because it feels like you wake up and Tyler is like the biggest superstar ever, but nobody sees the journey that she took way before she got to water, like how much time that took and how much like work it takes to build a brand or build a career for yourself. So thank you for giving insight into that. I think it's a really important thing that people should consider and think about, like even in like a professional career like an accountant, you don't just graduate and then all of a sudden you're a CASA. There's still time that you need to put down before that happens. So we're gonna take a little break from the conversation. It's getting deep in here, it's getting hot. So I asked Sister Party to give me 2 songs that are on their playlist right now, because I love putting people, you have to hear what your faves are listening to, I think it's very important. So the first song that I got is actually a song from Lholo, and it is called Superstar by Paris, Texas. So I'm going to play the song and then I'm going to let her tell us why she chose this song for today.
I've seen your kind before. Welcome to the cycle of success and failure. Who do you think you are? Is that so? Well, then go on. Show me. Show me.
I can't escape what I do. I cannot fake what I do. I gotta check. It is blue. I gotta flick. When it's new, I got a drug. Attention, I am the plug. Get a mention, give me your throat. For a tag, give me your soul. For a bag, treating the shit like a stockist. Give me some hearts for my project. On to the next. Who next up? Everyone famous. That means that nobody's famous. In a world, we all entertainers. Why am I sleepy? I'm snoring. Why is everything so boring? Oh. I'm a superstar. Back to the first room. Yeah, super. I'm a superstar. I'm a super. I'm a superstar. Yeah, super. I'm a superstar. Hey, your life's something to be ashamed of. You just gonna be a little nameless nigga. Know that she coming backstage. I know that's a place you ain't coming with her. I know that pushed him to the edge. I know that he wishing I'm better off dead. He might put a price on my head. I know that this sweet life gon' get bitter. Until then I'm rocking these shows, fucking this hoe. Till my last day gotta come. I'm leaving right after the show. Full of remorse, feeling guilt for what I done. I'm trying to repent for my sins. Spotted a bum, reaching to give him a dub. Whole time is just blowing the skies. He had a 4-5 and sent that bitch straight to my lungs. I'm a superstar. Back to the first room. Yeah, super. I'm a superstar. I'm a super. I'm a superstar. Yeah, super. I'm a superstar. Yeah, super.
And we are back. So, Love Olerato, you want to tell us a little bit about the song that you just chose for us, Superstar by Paris, Texas?
I think initially I just really loved the melody, the beat, the vibes. Like, it's a nice song to be on the go with. But now that I'm also deeping the lyrics, like, I'm a superstar. That actually clicked right here, right now. I am a superstar. I love the subliminal messages that I didn't even get, like my subconscious knew that. But yeah, that. And also, I was just telling Nahledii off air that I just enjoy Paris, listening to Paris, Texas, and this new album that came out. And I love that it sounds like the same kind of vibe that I found them on, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah.
I get you. Okay, so we're going to be going back and forth about music, but most of today's interview is more about Sister Party as the brand. So we've kind of, gotten like a general idea of everything that you guys do, where you see yourself, a little bit of accomplishments that you've had thus far. So I want to get into the nitty gritty, into the deep. Let's talk about the fashion. Let's talk about clothes. Oh my goodness, you guys know I love talking about clothes with you. So I have a question here. How do you balance staying on top of trends while maintaining your unique fashion sense as well? Because I know for you guys, re-wearing your clothes is a very important thing, because we don't want to waste. Okay, guys, we've wasted enough as human beings, So yeah, how do you guys basically stay on top of trends while still staying true to who you are within your own brand as Yaune and as Ole and as Sister Party as a duo?
I think right now we are actually in an era where we are transitioning from chasing all these trends or being a part of them to really honing in and figuring out what our style is. I think the past couple years, everybody has kind of been sucked in to micro trends, incorporating one or other, a mob wife, a coastal grandma, and a cool grandpa, whatever these trends are. You've incorporated one of them, and I think that in that we still made sure to prioritize the part of our style that resonates with us the most, which is, we love color, we love print, we love textures. So if a trend happened to have garments or items that, aligned with those pillars, we definitely, we were partaking. But like I'm saying, going forward, we're all tired of trends. You know, I think it's not the most sustainable way to shop and live. So, I mean, we didn't fall from a coconut tree. We are part of, you know, society in current times. So it's going to be really impossible to like disregard trends completely, especially if you like need to fill the holes in your wardrobe. But it's just about doing it way more mindfully. And yeah, that's about it.
For me, I think back to the evolving as a person. We were in a transitional style phase, and I guess now we are like putting action to that by purging a lot of our items in our closet that we haven't really worn for a long time before we buy more things. Our apartment is so full of clothes. Like at this point, there's clothes in the oven. Like, yeah, it's almost unlivable, Carrie Bradshaw-esque. So we're trying to purge a lot of the stuff that we have and just find our most favorite items and work from there in terms of longevity and like this type of style we want to also step into, or what part of our style we want to focus on and like amplify, or like elements of the style we want to amplify. For me today, I'm wearing a pink coat today. I haven't worn this coat in like 2 years, but I feel really good to like bring it back into the rotation, and I'm realizing that I really love it again. So it's about falling in love with yourself again, but also while you're evolving as a person.
Thank you guys for sharing. So I heard purging your closet. Does that mean that Sister Party Closet will be on sale soon?
Shop the closet on Yaga. I think our handle is Sister Party Cults. You could just search that. Shop the closet on Yaga.
You heard it here first. Shop the closet on Yaga. Thank you, Sister Party. Okay, so really love what you said about trends and just, you know, really staying true to yourself and to your unique style and finding your guys' like unique style. If you could describe your style right now, I understand that it's transitional. How would you describe it right now? If you were a Pinterest tag, what would your tag be in 2 words?
I think, can I say 3 words? Edgy, vibrant street style.
I think mine would be 1995/2025.
I like that. That's cute. So yeah, thank you guys for sharing on that. So I also want to bring some attention to some local brands. Are there any local brands that you guys think we should be keeping an eye on, or any local brands that you want to platform and mention right now that people should be, you know, looking at purchasing, buying? I know that Art Club and Friends just did a collab with Mr. Price. You need to get it, doll. You need to go and buy it because the pieces look so amazing, and just like the experience of like Art Club clothing is always going to be elite. Like I bought the glasses and they came with a little thing to wipe the glasses with a bunch of A's on it, and it's just like the little user experience and the details about clothes, local brands that I find that are just so cool and it's so amazing. So yeah, are there any brands that you guys would like to platform?
I just got a dress from the BAM Collective. I went to school with Jacques, and he's so talented, so sweet. And that dress is just chef's kiss. It's just sublime. It is everything. So watch out for the BAM Collective. We also are loving Backyard right now. Everybody's in Backyard, which I love. Those 2 dogs, Beyonder, I love them. Those 2 dogs, I'm into it. I'm really into that. Yeah, special mention, Art Club and Friends. Fun fact that people might not know, they also make socks that they sell at the ARC store. And those socks are such good quality, and they have the little A's on them and they go with everything. Like, we wear them to death. I actually think I'm going to leave here and go to Rosebank and get another pair because I cannot get enough of them. Who else are we loving?
At the top of my head, I can say special mention to Neimil. They have some really nice co-ords right now. That's Neimil. And then just based off of like Lust, SA Fashion Week, Fikile Sokulu's last collection was really good. It was really, really good. Fabrication, detail, like just colorway was so gorgeous. Yeah, on the top of my head, that's who I'm like spotlighting.
I mean, we love Lucanio as well, Lucanio Mdingi. I don't know how we get the pieces because the website is offline, which really bothers me. And I check it regularly because I can't go to Cape Town and get the stuff. I can't go to DuckDuckGoose. Like, that's so far away. Do you know what I mean? And even DuckDuckGoose online, does like the limits, like the collection is not as wide as what is actually being sold. I'm seeing pieces, exclusive pieces. I'm like, where do you guys get this stuff? And this stuff is new. Do you know what I mean? How is this happening? And that's one thing that I need South African like designers to really get on their online Zoom. Like, be serious about that, because how am I supposed to get? I love online shopping and I will shop online. I will look through the entire catalog online, but it needs to be available for me to be able to shop it. Yeah, so that's me.
Thank you guys for sharing. So I want to walk away from fashion a little bit and talk about beauty. And the question that I have for you guys right now is, how do you define beauty, and what are some beauty products that you swear by right now? And I'm going to quickly answer this question as well. And I want to say, Standard Beauty, you guys are doing the Lord's work. And you guys are amazing. And I swear by Standard Beauty's products right now. But how do you guys feel? How would you define beauty?
How do I define beauty? My own beauty, or beauty in my eyes, mine, the beholder's eyes? I'll put a bookmark in that, and I'll first start with the product I swear by. I love good rose water and witch hazel. Anti-inflammatory, I think, like it's a cleaning also as well, and it just does wonders to the skin. So I'm currently on that. How would I define beauty? I think. Let me come back to me.
I think beauty is being comfortable and celebrating your own skin. I think, as I'm getting a little bit older, beauty is aging gracefully. I'm looking at the Tracy Ellis Rosses, the Solanges of the world, women who really are they're just so in tune with themselves. It's just an aura. That's what beauty is. Beauty is aura. What is your aura? Find that, define it, and then live it. That's beauty to me. Oh my gosh, I love that. And then the products that I just cannot live without, I think I'm going to start with the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. I think hydration is really the key to, aging gracefully. Not to say that I might not, have a little something here or there in the future, but nothing that's gonna, make me unrecognizable if I decide to even go that route. But if I stick on my routine of hydration, I think I should be good. So yeah, the whole Neutrogena Hydro Boost range is just so good. And I know that Laneige is like the higher end version of that, but at the end of the day, they all do the same thing. And then also, I think just a good oil, it doesn't matter what kind of oil. You can get that Magnolia that they sell at Pep, or you can get the Palmer's really expensive one from Clicks or whatever. But just, every once in a while, like every 2 weeks, every 1 week, instead of like your lotions and creams, just go in straight with an oil. That's just done wonders for me personally. I don't know what it is about it, but it just keeps my skin so supple, so soft, so shonies.
Yeah, just to build on what for how do I define beauty, I think it's an energy, how you carry yourself, how you're able to put your best foot forward in whatever space you're in your safe spaces. And yeah, that's what I think for me. When I feel like I can put my best foot forward in my safe spaces, I feel beautiful, I feel good. Yeah.
Thank you guys for sharing. And with that, we're going to take another song break. This song is coming in from Yaune. It's called Free the Black.
Yeah. Hey, Bill West.
big old, yeah, black, yeah, OGS, you know what time it is. Yeah, big old clock, big old drop, big old wrist, nigga watch, big old, yeah, big old clock, big old drop, big old wrist, nigga watch, big old block, fuck a box. I'm just that bird that didn't want a lot. Watch how wicked get your ice spot, yeah. Wrist, watch out, wrist, watch out, feeling like TJ, I can see the plot. This is the rest, I give you what I got. They take the best and left the rest to rot. Talking like Pop, talking like Biggie. Who that boy shooting you, dancing like shooting. Walking like Bosch, rocking like Shimmy. We sip and go to the bottle, it's empty. I got some demons, they never relenting. Watch how I move, Ever Cusco, watch how I groove. Onto the new, they thought they knew by their kid, but I move like a G in lasagna, a G in designer, a G in the bummies. The drip in the spirit, you can't take it from me. I bust and I act like I'm fight, so you see how I'm coming for real. Pressing these bitches and pills. You might say suicide, I say society chill. All of my niggas for real. I mean like 750, but they gon' for real. Big old drop, big old wrist, nigga watch, big old, hold on, yeah. Big old clock, big old drop, big old wrist, nigga watch, big old block, fuck a box. I'm just that bird that didn't want a lot, yeah.
Big old gas like a motherfucking sicko. Yeah, I'm a motherfucking sicko. Cruising downtown with a thick hoe. Big old ass, big old motherfucking bands in my pocket. Shit can't fold, it's obnoxious. I shoot my shot like I'm boss shit. I fucked your bitch out the mosh pit. We dipped to the spot she was parked in. She said it was fire like arson. Little white bitch Kelly Clarkson. No, I'ma finish it if it started. That nigga don't smoke, won't spark shit. Big crazy too rough like a guard hit. Shorty want love, I'm heartless. Big old, holding my motherfucking chest. Shorty still scream, I'm the best. I live in the stew, I don't rest. I'm living my life on the edge. I'll eat a sheet to the head. I'll eat a sheet to the head. I'll eat a sheet to the head.
Big old clock, big old drop, big old wrist, nigga watch, big old, hold on, yeah. Big old clock, big old drop, big old wrist, nigga watch, big old block, fuck a box. I'm just that bird that didn't want a lot, yeah.
I don't know if there is Wi-Fi. Oh my god, I got that on record. Sorry, guys. So, if you've just tuned in, you are live with Nahledii on Labyrinth Radio. Today, I have the amazing duo Sister Party here with me today in the studio, and we are talking all things fashion, beauty, music, not love, because hey. But anyways, I'm joking. Jokes, guys. Love is amazing. Love is good. Actually, being on the topic of love, so a little birdie has told me that sometimes people mistake you guys for twins. Is this true? I'm getting a nod from Meow. I'm getting a head shake from Ole. But I can imagine that working with your sibling is filled with a lot of love, but it can get tricky sometimes. So are there any challenges that you guys have faced as working as sisters?
The challenges of working with your sibling. The movie. No, I wouldn't say, that it's not impossible. I think the most important thing is as early as possible, establish your communication style, your love languages, and your the way you work. How do you explain that? Not your work ethic, but your working styles. You need to have those clearly defined as early as possible. I am this type of person. I like to be spoken to like this. I'm the most productive during this time. You know what I mean? Everything must be kind of clearly defined so that you don't waste months, bickering, not agreeing, having different visions, etc., etc. So I think that, honestly, that is the most challenging part. And the thing that is that it's also, bless you, a journey. that you can have that all figured out in the first, like 6 months, but obviously people grow and change, and things like that will change, So it really is about like checking in every couple of months, whatever, years is too long, months, to make sure that we're still in alignment. That is really where the challenge of working with your sibling is. Otherwise, it's pretty smooth sailing, This person grew up with you. They kind of, you come from the same place, genetically. So you get to share clothes, and, you get to see what works and what doesn't on, some kind of a mirror. But you also get inspired by, somebody who's gone through the same experiences as you, and see how that is interpreted differently. It's just such an interesting experience, I would say. What an interesting experience.
I would say, I guess the challenge, maybe a challenge I'm facing right now is just like making sure that through us being a duo, our individuality still shines through. Yes, I wouldn't say actually it's a challenge I'm facing. It's not a challenge I'm facing. It's more like it's an ebb and a flow. I don't know if I used that phrase correctly, but the spotlight moves in that sense. Some persons were because we have two different domains that we each kind of cover on Sister Party. I cover makeup mostly, and she covers fashion mostly, but we both do both. But I do makeup and she does fashion. So when we get hired or booked for a fashion gig, my individuality still needs to shine through, even though that's not my domain, and vice versa. That's what I'm trying to say. So, but I really do. I think at the end of the day, I really do enjoy working with a sibling. At the end of the day, it's somebody that can tell you what's going on, like unfiltered, raw, real person that you can trust, that has no ulterior motives, because at the end of the day, you win together, you lose together. So that kind of security is unmatched. I can't find that anywhere other than Nahledii, my best friend. But yeah, within sisterhood, I highly recommend 10 out of 10 experience. I was actually thinking about it the other day. I was like, yo, thank God for sisters. Like, wow, what a concept. Like, yeah.
So you touched on finding individuality as your separate entities as a duo is a bit difficult. So I wanted to ask you, do you guys feel like there's any steps or anything that you're doing right now that currently feeds both avenues, that feeds the Sister Party avenue but feeds you guys also as individuals? And do you find that there might be times where you also touched on like getting gigs? Is there times when maybe like this gig aligns with another person a little bit more, and like how do you guys deal with that? And I guess my question is more, how is Sister Party building Yaune and Love Olerato?
I'd say we both over the years have just become very well versed in each other's domains, well enough to stand and be able to speak on it eloquently and know exactly what we're talking about. And that has grown us in our own capacity, because now we're also branching out and learning about things that yes, we do enjoy, but like just expanding the creativity in that sense. So that's pretty much, that sums it up for me. Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you guys. So I would love to talk about a trip that you guys just went on. You mentioned it a little bit earlier, but I was saving it for, the little Easter egg at the end, the little good stuff. So you guys recently went to New York City. How was that?
New York is the girl that everybody says she is, but she's even hotter in person. Like, those people who are pretty in pictures, but in real life, they're even more gorgeous. That's what New York is. New York was just such like an indescribable, trip. We were there for, I would say collectively about like 8 to 10 days, I would say. Because we went for Fashion Week, which was about 6 days. And then we went back to visit my dad. And then we came back for another weekend, some weeks later. And it was just a trip where we were really validated in what we do, what we have done, and what we can do. It felt very natural. We didn't feel, out of place, or we didn't feel like we were these small fish in big ponds. It actually felt like, you know what? I could take this city for a spin. I could take it for a ride. If if you take off the reins on a horse and you just let it gallop, we felt like that. We happened to be in the right spaces at the right times, wearing the right outfits, talking to the right people. It was such a fruitful trip in that sense, especially in our industry. New York Fashion Week just seems like the time of the year when the whole fashion industry comes together from all over the world, really, because we met people from all over the world who were just ready to network, and it wasn't about, it really was just about your abilities and what do you bring to the table in that moment, and how can we move forward or stay in touch from there. There are people that I'm still in touch with right now, which I think is just incredible and very necessary, and we're putting all the puzzle pieces together to make the right things happen. Yeah, that's what I can say in kind of a nutshell. I mean, the vlog is up if you want more context, so watch Sister Party on YouTube. And but the thing is, I think my sister actually describes it so much better. I don't know what it is, but tell them, whenever anybody asks me about New York, I'm like, talk to her.
That's so crazy because I literally gave you the mic right now and you did amazing. I think anything more I'd say was, I have no notes. It was just so affirming in every way. Link to the vlog. A lot of the comments that I'm seeing underneath the vlog is that, thank you guys so much for showing us your POV. That's essentially what they said. Yeah. So it was so affirming in that what we really our passion, which is the hardcore that got us to the creative industry, that is what we're doing even when we're just vlogging and showing you our experience. That is what the people are getting from it, and they get inspired from it. They're getting their minds are being opened. Open your mind. In a nutshell, it was affirming is just the best word I can use. We were in the right space at the right time. I just felt an insane amount of gratitude and inspiration. I feel like I'm looking at the world as a globe more than being cramped up inside the world and feeling the weight of it, which is a refreshing feeling that I'm holding onto with my nails, because that's just, I think, a great way to move through life, knowing that there's so much out there. It's so big. You're just exactly where you need to be, you're doing your best, and that is behind the scenes, it's working for you. Yeah.
All right, thank you guys so much for sharing. I have one last question, and then I would love for you guys to tell everybody where we can find you. Just before we get there, though, were there any culture shocks? I want you guys to tell me one or two culture shocks that you experienced while you were in New York.
Wow. I actually expected the people to be a lot more closed off and cold and on their own, side quest or journey every day. But I feel like it's because of Fashion Week, though. Everyone was there from all different states. I don't actually know how many native New Yorkers I met. I met a lot of people from other states around America. So everyone was just really open and willing and ready to network and chat and talk, and they open to compliment you, and they were never shy to share kindness, so to share good vibes. That's generally was such a nice surprise. I think Joburg sometimes people tend to be to themselves and closed off and don't wanna be cringe. I don't know what the fear is, but they're people are free. People are really free. So that was a culture shock to me, considering what I expected. I don't know if it's based off of movies or what, but I also gave more culture shocks on my TikTok, so you should check that out while I do my makeup. That's Princess Kitten Hill on TikTok.
I think it was just so strange, when you walk outside of the house and everybody has an American accent. It sounds dumb, but hear me out. Because obviously we're here, right? We watch a lot of Netflix, Prime, Apple, whatever, Prime, whatever. So we hear these accents, but for us, they're TV accents. They're the accent you hear when you're watching a movie. But to be in a space where you are now, it feels like you are now in the movie. It's just a trippy experience. Do you understand what I'm saying? It just feels like, why is everybody speaking as if they're in a movie? Do you know what I mean?
Just to build on that, high key, everything looks everything does look like the movies. Like in Twilight, we went through a place that looks like Forks. Like the streets, like, you know, when they film the streets, we felt like we were in the movie. And also, the music that you hear, like the elevator music, or just the music in the like this music you hear around, that's the music that they play in the movies. So it was a trippy experience.
And also, I think that's another thing, because like they play their artists, like, you know, like Bookwave or whatever, Cardi B, whatever, they're big there. We play them here, but they're not our artists. So it was so interesting being in a place where they play their artists. Like she's saying, in the elevator at a bookshop, they're playing their artists. Like, it sounds like they don't have, like, they're not playing piano. Do you know what I mean? We're not hearing grom. Like, if you are, you're going to like a specific event where they play that. It's not just something that you hear at like Cubana or, you know, like, it's just, I don't know how to explain it, but that's all they know. That's their culture. So you hear it. Yeah, just being fully immersed. And like she's saying, yeah, everything looks like the movies. Like when they shoot things in New York, you see it and you're like, yes, this is the Equalizer. Do you know what I mean? This is where Denzel Washington was. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just, yeah, crazy and trippy to be like in the place where a lot of pop culture that we consume like emulates from.
Yeah. That sounds so trippy, so crazy. So I just want to take a moment to thank you guys for being here today and sharing your perspective. And, you know, I think the listeners will really learn a lot from today's conversation. And if we want to keep up with you, follow your lives, where can we find you guys?
You can find us on Instagram, sister_party. You can find us on YouTube, Sister Party. TikTok, sister_party_yaga, Sister Party Cults. sisterpartycult@gmail.com if you need to book us. Follow my sister's TikTok, it's Princess Kitten Heel. Follow my TikTok, it's Yaune_Refense. Follow my Instagram, Yaune Refense. Follow my sister's Instagram, Love Olerato. I'm on LinkedIn. That's about it.
Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for all the giggles, all the laughs. So I have 10 minutes left of the show, so I'm going to play one other song. This is Yao song, and we love it in this house because you get this, I get this, we all get this.
You get a hoe, you get a hoe, ayy. You get a hoe, you get a hoe, ayy. You get a hoe, you get a hoe, ayy. You get a hoe, you get a hoe, ayy. I ain't Chick-fil-A, but she ain't getting my pleasure. And you know I'm super cold, they call me snow like the weather. If you pull up to the trap, we dropping 20, you better. When I met the man, shit, shorty down for whatever. Had a bitch from New Orleans, her name is Diamond, she pressure. I've been really missing Dallas, I ain't talking about Texas. Out here while I sip it, cause TT Net was so special. I should really call her Tina, I've been thinking about Megan. Really call her Tina, I've been thinking about Megan. Little Dr. Snow suck, coming through like the medic. All the liquor in their ease, got you mad pissy. But you'll never see me off of none of them beans. Triple stack is not for me, I still cop it with ease. Have you rolling back and bugging and copping and pleading. Need a person on, I swear that I never need him. And I gave her 10s up, but she don't believe me. Running up the money, swear to God, it's so easy. So easy, 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 easy. Promiscuous gangster bitch. No so blessed with the chances, no so taking it. Niggas wanna follow me, don't know what lane I'm in. Tryna heal, not deal with the pain I'm in. Every time I come around, they start painting shit. You need to go get a new bitch. You get a hoe, you get a hoe too. Rolls all around, showing what the hoes do. We don't give a fuck, no way, we moving with the tubies. Hoes all around, I'm passing around the doobies. Rest in peace, the pretty dead bitches and the cuties. Yes, let it get like that. Damn, this shit is hard, just run it back. Damn, how you do it like that? Walk around the party, big 40 in the back. Paranoid body, watching out for them attacks. Don't give a fuck, little snow set, shaking back. Little snow set, shaking back. You get a hoe, you get a hoe, ayy. You get a hoe, you get a hoe, ayy. You get a hoe, you get a hoe, ayy. You get a hoe, you get a hoe, ayy. You get a hoe, you get a hoe, ayy. You get a hoe. get a hoe. Ay, bitch, don't play. She like, she like, she like.
Yo, everybody. So thank you guys for tuning in so much. That was Labyrinth Radio with Nahledii. You guys already know where to find me. I'm not going to do that whole thing. But you should definitely tune into a bunch of other shows that are also going live on Lily's radio, guys. You should definitely check that out. So I have one last song that I'm going to play. I don't have no idea if we're going to have time for the story or the backstory behind this song. But if you want to find out the lore, I'm going to dare Sister Party to post the lore like on their stories. So you have to go follow them to find out the lore of the song.
Whatever you want, I got it, Bobby. Don't hesitate, holla at me. What I'm looking for, simple you see. Love and support, sexuality. When I'm with you, I don't wanna be. Need you just like air that up. But when I'm not with you, I'm missing a beat. Got a lot inside, need to release. You fulfill my every desire. When I'm with you, you take me higher. You my aphrodisiac. You're the only one I need. When I go, I'll come back. There is no way I'm leaving. You're my aphrodisiac. You're the only one I need. When I go, oh yeah. 'Cause there is no way I'm leaving. There is no way you can get away. Need your love every day. Head
party in a mansion. She just wanna wear high fashion, post a little picture with a caption. Standing at the bar with her best friend, talking to a whole bunch of yes men. I just wanna hit it from the back and the front and the side. What's happening? 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 What's happening?
You know what, baby?
Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you next month. Bye.